For some reason, the cutscene is gonna take shorter to load if you have watched it once already. So I did that on purpose, and now the the loading time is way faster there, like less than a second, but it's just a little bit. What did I start it? I started this stream, of course I will finish it. Can't just leave streaming alone, man.
Boys, don't touch that stuff.
I know that, Google, but I wasn't holding the joystick. That's what I mean. If you hold the joystick, yes, I know that it's gonna affect your input when you start playing the game. But what if I told you I didn't even touch the joystick? That's the weirdest part. Maybe I hit it a little bit and I didn't notice that.
Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
One way to restart your controller is X, Y start buttons. That's something I used to do a lot in past, actually. Because I wanted to be sure that my control stick and buttons are working, so I was keeping down control reset buttons a lot during cutscenes and loading times.
Preparing to register customer information, scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario.
Hello, Alfred. What's up?
Data storage. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer overdosing device. I hope to.
If it's loose, it can happen. Yeah, sure, it's loose just a little bit, but it's not enough that it's going past the neutral position, which is kinda weird. So I might have hold it a little bit and I didn't notice it. That can usually happen. I have a spare controller that is completely new. I can use that if this one breaks, but I doubt it's gonna break. It's, well, if something broke in my controllers, it's always joystick. It's always been joystick if something breaks from my controller. I use joystick so much for spin inputs, quick attacks, quick spins in twilight misses and everything. I'm moving around or two. I kinda noticed when my joystick was too loose that I couldn't do any right inputs. Or I dropped some inputs. They're quite important. Getting a spin jump in a secret is just, you have to get it, or unless you're not gonna get the fastest strat. Certain secrets have that, especially Rico 4. Then Bianco 6 and Noki 6 are the other ones too. Pretty much all the secrets except Bianca 5. Splendido. I was practicing a little bit yesterday when I wasn't streaming. I was practicing Sirena, Noki and some secrets and Mecha Bowser. Hopefully the practice pays off, as it should. Everybody loves the intro, right? Me included.
The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life.
Is Nightbot still unsubbed, by the way? I think it is. They haven't even responded to my email.
Poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness.
I'm kinda sure you can have your bot be a permanent sub, but I'm not really sure. I always have Nightbot here.
Shine sprites have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine.
But what do you say is the biggest hurdle in running this game? What do you mean by... that's a word I've never heard of, actually.
Based on eyewitness description. The
So like what is preventing the intro? This is what prevents people from running the game often or actively. Hello Samurai 2002. Biggest uphill battle. Well, still going to do the intro every time after you start the run, that's kinda rough. I would say that's like one big main reasons why people don't run this game. If they say they want to run this game but they don't want to, it's because of the intro. Then they mention RNG. The randomness element is quite a big in this game. It's quite a well programmed that you can't manipulate RNG in this game. There's some rare scenarios where you can manipulate it, but it's just still well programmed so that you can't manipulate it. Gimpo, you can't do it, it's just so hard to manipulate him. There's a certain strat that is not RTA viable, that is like faster than RTA strats, but the thing is it's completely luck based and you can't like affect it at all. I wouldn't say Gimpo is so like the big main reason people don't run the game. PD is another one, but RNG is quite a big in this game, unfortunately. RNG used in this in Sunshine. RNG used, you mean? PD2 is big one. Gimpo is another one. Manta Ray / Sirena Pitch 1. It has randomness. Genta Village 5, Chucksters. What fruit Yoshi wants in early Yoshiko round after Peanut Park 4. Then just random small RNG that is like not even significant. Like Noki 1 has actually quite a bad one. It states it doesn't have RNG like at all, but there's one part, just the one part that has a chance that can screw over your strat. In Noki 1 there's a, after you do a wall kicks out of the switch thing, there's a chance that you will be hitting by the blob or you bounce on him and that screws over your strat then. Mostly the randomness is just really small, something small, like those blob enemies. But the big RNGs that can affect your run completely, are you gonna lose time or save time, is Gimpo, PD, and Piano Village 5. Those are the biggest ones. Then it's just random small stuff. PD is pretty much a gatekeeper to me to get a run going on. To many people, let's say. Then Gimpo is the gatekeeper of finishing the run. Are you gonna be ahead and keep the lead when you're in a Sirena pitch or not? An extra cycle is 6 seconds, and anything more than that is just bad. It doesn't sound much, but if you get like 5 extra cycles, that's like 30 seconds lost already. Alone from extra cycles. And that is RNG. Then PD has the randomness with a pattern, the flying pattern. There's 774 different flying patterns in PD 5. Jungle Hills 5. Yeah, 774, he didn't misheard it. The best pattern versus slowest pattern, the first possible pattern is like almost over a minute. It's that bad. I have never got the first possible one, but I've got one of the first ones. It's pretty rare. There's a chart that shows you all of the flying patterns. how much flying he does doing those each patterns. Then there's a map that shows all the spots where he can go to. All the segments, all the sections he can go to, where he can stop, where he can fly to. So I'm not too surprised people don't want to run this game to RNG and intro, but intro is the main reason. They don't want to watch the intro cutscene. However, the run is quite fun, it's technical. I like this run. But I just can't play it 8 hours a day because of the cutscenes. The intro is just too much. Especially if I keep restarting over PD RNG, that's a point when I want to play something else instead of going through the intro all the time. Well, no idea. Thanks for the good luck. I can't hear the... Okay, you can probably hear my fan. I will keep it on all the time because I don't want to melt here in my room. I almost grabbed the ledge there. It's so damn hot here, man. Like, I'm melting. Thanks for the good luck, Liam. I have window wide open. Fan is on, my door should be open, but I can't have it open because my parents fold. They get distracted when I'm talking. Every door is open, every window is open, it's still so hot here. It's melting. How hot it is in Finland right now? Probably 30 degrees. Maybe less than that. And it's just the house that makes us melt because just the structure of our house is made by metal. Or the outside, I mean. Our roof is actually black color, so it takes the heat. Oh no, that's not. Make it. Close. Streaming shirtless. It's not allowed, I think. Then I wouldn't stream shirtless. Who wants to see me shirtless? Yeah, it's like 30 degrees here in Finland. Maybe less than that. Who knows? But it's still hot, let's say. You kidding me, right? Mr. Red coin. Missed another red coin, that's really bad. Okay, I managed to back it up a little bit, but I'm not gonna save any time. I always expect to save time on this split, but those mistakes are enough to just die the split or lose a little bit of time, unfortunately. Everyone wants to see me shirtless. I will get banned. I'm gonna get banned by the OS. I think it's a really stricting rules nowadays with streaming shirtless. You can't stream shirtless or you get banned. Pretty sure that's a rule that is already active, that is already around and should be respected. I don't know because I've never streamed shirtless and I never cared about shirtless stuff. Not my kind of thing. Come on, dude. No. So what is PD gonna give us? Apparently they have been banning people for song request. Isn't that because of copyright for certain songs? That's why I've never took song request, because I may be getting hit by copyright. Pretty sure it was certain songs or albums they can't play on stream. Something like that I heard. DMCA hits you or something. And like I said, I don't take song request for that reason. Afternoon Jade, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, exactly. There's thousands of streams that has song requests. It's hard to keep up with them, but people are still like, you're able to let the Twitch know about it. You're able to make them to know. I can't even hear the game sound because fan is so loud. Well, loud and loud, but I can hear it in the background. Lol. Seems okay. I'm probably surprised I didn't get that shine. Thank you, Miles Vice, for a host. Maybe no idea, but nah. Roxane. Who or what is Roxane? Sion. So how is Jello Beach Skip gonna be today? Nice. We're ahead. Can you hear the fan in the background? Whenever I talk, the mic becomes active and my fan is over there. You probably can hear it. The green guy! Holy damn! Green guy. Now we're behind. Good thing I have a time save here. You can barely save any time. The last jump made it that way. That's RNG there. What direction the jumps are gonna go. Only the last jump matters. And he chose a direction that is slower. I can't make it any faster. Maybe you can with bouncing off the wall, but that would be really risky. You bounce it off the wall, then you bounce it off the really thick, really small wall, part of the wall, and then you cast the water. But that's just really risky. Or it sounds, because I have never tried it actually. It sounds possible, I mean, but probably not worth it in a long run. I wonder, is it gonna be thunderstorming anytime soon in 5 days? Because it's been so damn hot for 5 days. There was this one month, last month, it was like so hot every day for a few weeks. Then after a few weeks, it finally rained. It was finally raining. It's like the weather refused to make rain. Just a reminder, this is the first run of the day. I'm already in Piano 3. Damn it. I have a timing there when I jump. I just pressed jump once, but didn't get to that right timing. Hello Mango, what's up? It's used every time, Hacker. It's actually been used since 2012. It's the fastest way to do that shine. The older ways and easier ways were using the big tree from left side of the stage or water in the middle of the stage. I'm doing this wrong. Oh well. Do this so wrong. Not gonna save any time. I didn't get a dive there, but I got the spin jump. But I didn't go anywhere after that spin jump. Yeah, we're not gonna save any time. Just a little bit, but yeah. I was supposed to do spider slide on the bridge, but I forgot it. I honestly don't want early cycle, but it would be really nice. Generally, I don't want to get early cycles. I just want to get my personal bests without those. But it sure is fun and fine to get it. I mean, it's time safe. But then for next run, it might be a really big time loss if you don't get it then. Early cycle is RNG dependent. It's coming up after this and the next jump. Next jump, I mean pientä. If I was any earlier there, I would have got early cycle. He has to be standing at least here. So it works then. Now I bounce on him so he won't stop in the next checkpoint, which is that. Then I bounce again so he won't stop here in this checkpoint. He just keeps walking. And that saves time. He may stop there for 10 seconds, 2 seconds, or he doesn't stop at all. So I just remove that RNG there. If you aren't looking for early cycle, wouldn't it be good to do the slow early cycle manipulations? You mean like talking to the chucksters and keep the text on there for a couple seconds? That's really like, I don't know what is like the trick behind that kind of manipulation. I don't believe it works. I don't honestly believe it works. I generally don't mind if I don't get early cycle. And overall it saves much more time if you get it like originally you're supposed to get it. Just hope for it. Nice, he didn't wake up at all. Damn dude, why? Really bad time. Have I tried it at all? No, but I've seen it. And I don't believe it works. What? I don't believe it works because I just don't understand why it won't work. You talk to Chuckster and it stops the Chuckster all the way behind the stage. I don't think he's even active in the background because he's so far. Basically, NPCs far away, they don't move until you get closer to them. Oh dude, he jumped over the fence. Usually he stops here, but I didn't get the first couple of hits to him, so he jumped over the fence. It's not too bad for a burst run. Like I said, I've seen it done, but I don't believe it works. It just feels really shady, really obscure that it won't work because you talk to Pianta. And what I just did there by dying, I entered the cutscene in the same frame and died in the same frame. Well, I mean, shortly said, I entered the cutscene and died in the same frame within the same frame, that resulted cutscene to be skipped, and I saved 15 seconds. If I died in a wrong frame, then I wouldn't have skipped the cutscene, or I enter the cutscene but I die at the same time, but frame later. It's frame perfect, but it's actually not really that frame perfect because the setup is quite lenient. Didn't get an early rocket there. Oh well. I practiced that so I wouldn't get bad mecha anymore. You can't argue with the result. Well, I can argue that if I do the same thing but it doesn't work, then I will definitely ask what went wrong. It just sounds really absurd that it would work every time, I mean. Like, I sure I can try it and see if it actually works, but it has to work every time I do it. If it doesn't work one time, then maybe I did something wrong, or the strat is actually just not even true. It's so weird anyway that I've seen it happen. Oh, soy. And after all, you do the strat, but you actually, god damn it, dude, you actually end up losing time instead of hoping for early cycle, which is better than hoping for early cycle, or that you guarantee to get it, but you lose 15 seconds to set up it, if it's true. I don't want to delete the video because I've never done it, and if I do it, I want to actually make sure it works every time by mimicking the video. I'd rather just hope for early cycle than do a strat that is like so absurd to me that it works. And I don't care that much do I get early cycle or not. I don't need early cycle to get 160 or 115 in this game. Nice. This shine has the biggest time save I have left. Then the next big one is Corona Mountain, the last split. Alright, I practiced this, guys. It has to go right. Got it. Reminder, this is the first run of the day. Did you know these little trolls are named Snoozakupa? To be honest, I don't know the enemies' names too well in this game. So no, I didn't know. I only know Stoos, Boos, obviously, Mole, Floppers. What else is obscure name? Not really. I don't know every enemy name in this game, and I'm a speedrunner of this game too. And I got a bad RNG. Coconut is the worst one you can hope for. You don't even want to. You don't even want it, I mean. Nice. Nice. Hey. Yeah. Why don't you just walk there normally? I don't walk there normally because the area is not loaded fully. There's no stairs, there's no floor actually. It's just a dead plane and a big invisible wall everywhere. That's why you create a platform like that. That was really weird. My Iwachis can be so much better, to be honest. Three by Chi, yeah. Tell the new generation about it. What's the difference between 3ychi and 5ychi? 5ychi is slower but easier, yeah. I personally think it's slower and harder because those are slow and it's just harder to manipulate them, I would say. Then 3ychi is harder and but faster. Bullet Bill Iwachi, no, dude. Don't even wish for that. That was the worst thing ever. When I did Iwachi first time ever, I used the Bullet Bill because it was the only way to do it. Or was it because it was the only way I knew how to do it? Either way, that was the way I got it first time ever. The Bullet Bill manipulation. It was really horrible. You had to hope for a purple bullet bill because that was the only bullet bill you can make. You can manipulate it to go to that direction to create a platform then. And it was all RNG. Most of the runs back in the day were lost to that shine all the time because of that bullet bill RNG. You may get it first try, but then next run you may never get a purple pill after 2 minutes, and rip the run after that. And the skip is supposed to save you a minute. First run of the day still, guys. Stews are not only slower, but they're also bigger. They're grown up in a 5th episode onwards. Really? Well, I'm not gonna save any time here. I got 18, but I got really bad start. Damn, dude. Hello, good set. What's up? Only lost 2 seconds. Tell me about your day, guys. Is it hot in your country? Are you melting like I am? I'm so melting here, and I hope I can open the door, but I can't because my parents will get distracted. I was thinking I will bonk there, that was so close. That was actually slower. I got a really good spin jump there, that was actually really bad. Basically, I got too much hype out of that. Yeah, I live in Finland. The temperature is 30 Celsius. Around that. Maybe more, maybe less. Can I see my phone is saying 26. But it was 30 when the sun was around. That's slow. Freaking Noki 4. When I did that dive, I was so sure I will die because I never get a rollout there. But I got the rollout, but I managed to stay alive. Lost time though, but I'm alive still. A death would have been way worse than you may imagine. A death in any secret is over 10 seconds lost, depending where you die. In end of Noki 6 it's like half a minute lost, and that's a death run. That shout. I know, right? My first reaction is always ah! Ah! Saving that time back. Saving that time back, I just lost. I'm not too excited for Sirena Beats. I'm never excited for Sirena Beats. I don't want to do Sirena Beats, but I had to do. I always turn around with C-stick, like here. Then I use joystick, but most of the time I use C-stick. Just feels natural to me, and better to me. I have much more control with C-stick than holding forward, then going up and right. And here I hold forward and I mash L button. You're gonna go forward no matter what, but L button and L button just want to make sure I get the right angle immediately, so camera is not funky. Sometimes the camera is freaking out there and you can't do anything but use L button. The camera is in front of you and it's just glitched there until you press L button. I'm not sure has it happened ever to me because I don't remember any scenario it happening. But I have seen a clip of that and he was freaking out when it happened to him. It was so funny. And in the end, when it was happening, he died, of course, because he accidentally... Well, most likely when he was trying to fix the camera, he was holding forward, side or left, just to gain a little bit speed, hit the wall, then died. Green blooper is the only blooper you can go against the wall and not die actually. Except certain walls that are towards the sea. What are those called? Those walls or fence. Like against the board, you can just go against it with a green blooper and you wouldn't die. You wouldn't die because you're not holding forward against it. Holding forward gains more speed, or gives you max speed, I mean. Oh, you had the perfect flutter slide. The water slide I had, where I bonked, if I just held a little bit more right, I would have made it. And I would have had max speed I had max speed uphill, plus over the grading or grid, which would have been really good. Usually you have to roll out and do another water slide next to Pianta, because you always either lose speed or keep bonk there. I didn't lose too much time, just 2 seconds. First run of the day still, guys. Just a reminder. Oh no, not this shine. This shine is rough. It has RNG element. Nice. Hey. Splitting montage is RNG, and the faster I get to the last phase, which is called purple phase, the better the bike is gonna be. And the direction they go to, of course it's RNG. And the faster I get them down in purple phase, obviously the bike is better too. Splitting is just the first important part I have to go through. If I don't split them as soon as possible, they're all around the stage, and that loses me time to find them. Or they're gonna attack me when they're purple. It takes forever for them to find me, I guess. Of course, it had to be that last one there, beyond the wall. Decent, but not really. I don't like saying it was decent when it actually wasn't. Splitting was good, but purple was sucked. I got hit, that's 5 seconds lost. Then I didn't get the spam space, and that was a couple seconds lost too. So I ended up losing all my time I have saved. But I can still save time in these upcoming splits. The next big one is this split. Serena Beats 5 is Impu. RNG is in a bike. My personal best had 1 extra cycle, I think. If it was 2, I would have lost more time. So if I get 1 extra cycle or 0, I will either save time or not save any time. And I'm fine either way. Talk to him. What are you doing? Okay, I'm praying for that there. I'm not supposed to use R button there. First time that has happened. Hopefully last time too. Not gonna save any time, I'm not gonna lose. Nice Sanga. Gold is that how much I lost against my gold split. So it can be confusing. If you just ask me what it means, I can explain it to you. But I can explain it now. Basically solved that 0-1 split. I lost 22.9 seconds towards my gold split. So that's not a good sign. But if I'm ahead, that's a good sign. Personal best is other timing. I saw it there just to make sure that you know that, okay, that's how much time I lost against my gold split, but I'm still ahead or so. I like the comparison. I want to kinda see how well I was doing against my gold split. So it gives me a good comparison. In this split I just lost 0.26 seconds against my gold split. So not too bad. Still the first run of the day. Can't believe it. Should I do that momentum spin jump here? May as well. If I was way ahead, I wouldn't do it actually. That momentum spin jump at the end of the secret is way harder than you may think. It's scarier as well. No backup if you fail it. All in one, every time. Got it, nice. That's always scary to do, but doing it in a run makes me feel more comfortable for next attempts, and if I fail it once, I'm fine with it, I can practice it and get the feeling back quickly. But if I'm scared to do it every time in a run, I'm never gonna do it in a run. Hello Lightning, what's up? You have to go through the fear and actually do it in a run. Then you fear nothing. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Mighty Master, that is like really big jump. I'm sure I can jump even way more than that. But I just have problems to secure good runs. Because Gimpo may happen and I may just get good over by Sirena 2 or other shines. And I almost got lucky there. That pepper can actually hit the Gimpo's tongue, then he just burns his tongue immediately. It's quite a luck based. It has to bounce in front of Gimpo, then bounce back towards his tongue. It has happened a few times to me. It's quite funny when it happens. I saw that coming actually when he was spinning them for so long. If you hit out of purple space, it just stops them spinning. I rather have them not spinning. Much easier to grab the fruits then. Like it's gonna be annoying to deal with when these are spinning. Okay, I got perfect luck. I have to keep that spinning. I was gonna throw it there, but I realized that Coconut was on way. I got the perfect luck there guys. And right timing for a ground pound. Nice. To make the fight even faster, I have to get lucky with the fruit placements then. Yeah, the whole fight is RNG, China, it's RNG, Gimpu is RNG fight. Not too bad. Would have been a little bit better. English versions are more lenient with this shine. Japanese is bad. Japanese version has stricter requirement. 98.9% or something like that. You have to spray out of the coop. Then there's invisible coop, so it's even harder then. And the SE is same as, and the SEU is same as PAL version. Japanese version is different, even though it's NDSC as well. That was fast. Sucks for that punk, but we still saved time overall in this stage. Now I just have to secure the run. Noki base, rough world, but it's my favorite. Yeah, it's over that strat. Come on, dude. I was thinking where he threw it. Yeah, I lost no time. I think I didn't lose any time. I have time saving Noki 2, Noki 6 and Corona Mountain. Just have to keep this lead. I haven't done fast Corona in forever. I may not do it. Okay, I lost time. How is my Noki 6? Oh. Well, that's rough. Nice, dude. Wall jumps. Oh well, lost time. I may have to do a Vascorona if I get there for 116, which I haven't done in a month. Didn't even practice it. Well, we'll see. I'll decide after Noki 6 and Noki 7. Like, the thing is, look at this time save. 16 seconds. I may have to do it for 116. The funny thing is that I'm behind Vallu at this point. I'm behind. This is Vallu. These are Vallu splits. I'm not surprised I'm so much behind the others. Heal. Let's go. Just a reminder, yeah, it's the time save there is because I have a dead in my personal best in Bowser Split. I tried to do fast Corona, then I got it in a second attempt. I tried right at the beginning. That's why it's my favorite boss fight. This is so fun to do, this boss fight. Especially when you get it right. It's so fun. That was a cutscene skip. That's why when you hit the tool, you get invisibility frames, or you just wait for a while and you take air damage. With those invisibility frames, you get a cutscene skip. It probably has happened to many people by accident, and later on they play again, then they don't remember the cutscene happening to them. So that's why it can happen. The cutscene takes 20 seconds out of your time, but you can save a few seconds by hugging the wall and you drop faster to bottom of the floor, bottom of the ocean. So missing a cutscene skip at this point would have meant my run is dead. It would have been really hard to recover and get the time saved from Bowser Split. Thanks for good luck, Youngster. Punching low. I still don't know how to do this flip. How to do this exactly. Probably is the right spot. I don't know what is that time save. What did I mess up there? Okay, the rope strats. I have to do those. I haven't done it for that much. I was practicing it yesterday. I may not do green cycle at all or blue cycle, depending on my movement. God damn it, dude. Really? Well, I lost time probably. I'm not gonna do any cycles here. I don't like doing blue cycle anymore actually. If I'm gonna do a cycle, it's green cycle. Really? So, well, I can't get 116 anymore, but I can secure this run and get a new personal best by just not doing a best corona. Is blue cycle even faster than green cycle? Green cycle is the fastest, but blue cycle is the old strat slash backup if you mess up green cycle for the movement. I just don't like doing those anymore, those blue cycles. So I rather do all the movement up to green cycle, and if I get it, I will go for it. If not, I will not even bother. Well, it really depends. It really depends. Hell, Relava. Hell. Well, guys, I can get a new personal best by just finishing the run. May as well do it, I guess. I have to do the baby strats, or well, I can do the ballsy strats and do the best corona, but 116 is dead. It's not possible anymore. I would like to get a new personal best. I haven't got it in months. I'm not even nervous. It's quite rare of me. That's quite rare of me, I have to say. I know I can do much better, that's probably why I'm not nervous. It's gonna be a new personal best if I don't die here. In this shine. In this fight. In this fight. It's up to Rocket Castle not cooperating with me to mess up the run. Really? Well, that's the start. me. 117.13, guys. Last time I got a personal best was like April. It's been 3 months, guys, and I've been able to beat my time so many times. Just had so much trouble to secure a run. But congrats, guys. Thanks for the 10 bits, Levinon. Okay, let me show the splits. Like overall, the whole run was just messed up everywhere. Good things everywhere and so on. The whole start was good. Pretty same